Kate. I run iZulu Orphan Projects here in KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. We look after orphans and HIV positive widows, and at present we have 510 families, which makes up 1,224 orphans. Firstly, we help the orphans go to school, so we buy their uniforms and pay their school fees and give them their stationery. And then what we do is we categorize every family. We GPS where they stay, we know exactly where every child is, and how desperate every single family is. Out of those families, we are feeding 210 a month. And the area size where all these families stay is about 50 kilometers in diameter. So in miles, that I don't know, is about 33 miles in diameter. And what we have built here is our first support center. Now this support center is on our property, and it is really far from where everybody stays. They all do walk here to collect their food. But we desperately need to replicate this much closer to where the people are. We have chosen our first site, which is about two miles from here. And what these sites are desperately needed for, which is firstly for the food distribution, because these children and old grandmothers are walking too far with too much food that lasts them the month, which is really heavy. Then secondly, our main focus is to help our orphans with homework. It's a big problem with the rural schools here that the children are not passing grade 12, they've got nobody at home to help them. We need to set up facilities where these children can come to after school to get a meal and to get help with their homework and projects and do research and things like that. During the day, we plan on using these support centres for training, as we do here at the moment, but we are trying to help these adults get jobs and all of those kind of things. But there is no access to adult training anywhere near us around here, so we've actually got to bring the training to the people. And then, when my husband was still alive a year ago, he was a 24-hour emergency service for these children. And he would drive out at all hours in the evening, in the early mornings, of which I cannot do. It is just not safe enough. So we need to set up these centres so the children, if they're getting attacked or abused or raped, which is so big around here, that these kids have actually got somewhere that they can escape to and come and know that they can get help. These centres will just be temporary housing for these children in crisis situations until we're able to work them back into their communities again and sort out these problems. So we are really planning to get our first support centre up this year, the first crisis one in the actual tribal lands. And yeah, we just want to thank you so much for coming on board. Thank you.
Cool.